Hi, what's up guys, it's your boy V. Thank you for joining me in this gameplay video. I hope you guys doing great, and if you enjoy watching this video, please like and subscribe the channel. So let's get started. Michael right now is completely shaking. He is also very terrified and he wants to run away from this city or thinking to live underground hiding, but he's very confused what to do next because somebody is after Michael and he's afraid that he could get hurt or his family might get hurt, so he is running away and he is thinking that is that a good decision or not. Maybe he should stay low, but CIA assigned him in mysterious murder case and he's worried that he's seeing things. Maybe somebody is getting close to him and then that person is disappear like a ghost, so he is worried that he might seeing things. And right now he's just smoking and trying to figure this out, what actually happened. Is he drunk? No, he's not. He is completely fine, but maybe he is sick and he couldn't sleep well these days, and he cannot share this with anybody because nobody would believe him as he's getting old and he already lost his good old friends including Frank and Trevor. His family also stopped seeing Michael, so he is going through a lot, and the case he is working on led him to a dead end and he thinks that he's chasing shadow. That's why this case is still open. So he is just completely shaking and going here and there thinking about this could be a one way another or not. This is a good idea or not to stay low, because if somebody is after Michael, like he's very frustrated and terrified, so this is not gonna be easy for him. So should he stay or just run away? That's confusing him a lot, and he is working on a case. This might be another reason why he is very frustrated, also because he is on his pills. He couldn't sleep last few days and just continuously working on this case. So this is very hard time for Michael. Should he just keep on this stuff or just run away? So it's a better idea to, for me, Michael should stay and fight because he is fearless. He is Michael, one of the biggest criminal and gangster in Los Santos history. Like you guys already know this. So stop doing this shit and let's go after this ghost, whatever, whoever chasing Michael. So right now Michael is going to meet his secret informer. This guy is going to give him the piece of information he's looking for, and CIA protection is not enough to save him from them. I don't know who's those guys and why those guys is trading Michael. He got a lot of warning, including his trailer, his room, wherever Michael goes, he got something like this. So he is very terrified, and he is also seeing somebody is suddenly appear in front of Michael and suddenly just got disappear, and that's freaking him out. What the heck is actually happening? So he might think that he is seeing something, so he is worried about this. This car is almost done and it needs fully repaired, but Michael doesn't have a lot of money and he doesn't have a time to take this to the garage to fix this off, so he needs to just kick this out one more time. As you can see, this is totally damaged car, but Michael somehow is managed to run this. What the heck is wrong with this guy?
Oh yeah, we're gonna fucking fight.
I think I definitely deserve this. he is working with police, so somewhere he is a homicide, so this shouldn't be a mess with Michael. So what I was thinking about, this secret meeting is going to be very important for Michael, because this informer information is going to be a big lead for Michael working for this case. And there is another incident happened about this. A news reporter guy, he's been missing since past few days. And wait a minute, what the heck is wrong with this car? I'm so tired of running this car and this getting just suddenly stopped somewhere, and this is very frustrating. Michael requested CIA to give him a new car, but those guys is unable to help Michael because of his past history. But CIA promised Michael that if his contribution is good enough, then those guys is going to remove all the allegations from Michael along with his family. So this is why Michael is keep running on this case. As you can see, this car is totally damaged and needs to be on garage, but Michael doesn't have the time and he cannot steal any car because he is working as homicide, and this is against his law. But somewhere Michael believes that there is a tracker inside his body, and maybe if I keep tracking him, so he is not doing anything stupid. So let's just keep this piece of crap running, and somehow this is working, and there is fuel is totally full, so I'm not worrying about this. Somehow I'm going to get this to the location given to from this informer, and after that we will see what we can do about this piece of crap. Oh shit. Again, I cannot keep working on this case like that. CIA needs to give Michael a new car, even though it's just SUV or any old vehicle could work, except this piece of crap is not gonna work because this is continuously stopping, just running a few miles, and this car is getting stopped again and again, and this needs to be inside garage, and Michael is going to burn this shit. This car doesn't have a speed Michael is looking for. He is also frustrated. Michael is going through a lot, and this is one of his worst days ever in his life, and this car is making him feels more and more angry. So we are already close to this location. Sent from this his good old friend, this man informer gave him a location. So we are almost here, but this car is making me very angry because I cannot just get over this. I cannot leave this here because this is Michael's only car that he owns, and Michael keep this car because he is going to sell this, so this could be give him some profit, earning money. So that's why he's just keeping this piece of crap running him right now. I think I'm going too far from here. Let's take a U-turn because that's not the way about this location. So I'm gonna take it from left somewhere. Yeah, there you go. There is a shortcut from here to getting on this location. And like I was talking about this man, he is going to tell that this news reporter guy is really dead or missing, Like police might think that this guy has been dead because they tried every way to find this guy, but he is still missing. So let's open this gate before get inside. This is good and beautiful sight to attend this type of secret meeting, and it gives a really good vibe. Hope you guys still watching this video and enjoying, so stick with me. There is a lot of more things coming to this video, and if you are new to this channel, please like and subscribe the channel. So we are on this site, like this informer sent Michael about this location, but I don't see him anywhere near here. Where the I think I seen somebody. Maybe there is somebody standing. Maybe this. No. This is a security man standing there, and this informer is very smart because he is always carrying backup with him because he knows Michael, and he believes that Michael is always being the number one target in Los Santos among those gang members and criminals. So it is very important to keep this security tight and keep this backup every time he in this type of meeting with Michael. So like he already said that he is standing over there, so I'm gonna meet this man and let's see what we can find from him. Standing behind these lights, but I don't see him. No. He is not staying here, so let's go back and talk to him once again. Why he is giving me the wrong information? Let's talk to him once again. Okay, so he is actually standing over there, but Michael was thinking that he was standing from the right, but he was standing behind the lights. Like you can guys see this, how clever he is standing in those dark, so nobody can see him. Maybe there is some shooter behind Michael hiding somewhere. So what this guy is talking about, and this matter is getting very serious because everyone is being target on their list, and those guys is still unknown from their resources. We don't know who's after Michael, and behind this man, this is one of the best informer for Michael, and his in his old past missions used to work together, guys. So this is the best one, but if he is saying something is very dangerous and serious, so we gotta be very careful about this. So Michael got this briefcase. Like the informer said, Michael gotta be very careful because he's got a real stalker, and from his insider there is a photograph taken by this informer man about a couple of days ago. There was a classic muscle car has been seen near Michael roaming around, and he was being followed by them. So this matter is very serious. So we better watch out what's happening around him. We cannot unseen whatever happening around him. So this is need to be very careful. Michael is taking this briefcase to Savvy. She is leader of this case, and I think I might change my car because, like this informer said, that if there is a real stalker of Michael, so we gotta be very careful because if those guys is watching Michael, having eyes on him, whatever he does, so this is not gonna be a good for him and working on this case because informant believes that those guys are trying their best to distract Michael from this case, and once if Michael is failed to solve this case, then CIA guys never gonna remove all the allegation from him. So this is gonna be very painful and worst decision for Michael ever. So we need to be very careful. He is trying his best to pull himself together to focus on this case, and those guys are maybe trying their best to distract Michael or stop him working on this case. And I don't understand why this case is being different than as from insider of CIA. There was some psychopath killer is been killing innocent people. Dead bodies all around in Los Santos, and a lot of people is being very terrified. And some of smart people, rich people, left Los Santos already, and they moved to Liberty City and around the neighborhood areas because it is not safe to be here. And most of the people is not aware about this because the government doesn't want to start chaos in the city. So this is very serious, but nobody is well aware about this case. Michael is trying to bring this up just like that news reporter guy Rob tried to expose these guys and got something for this case, a big lead, a real proof that could help those CIA to actually find what's happening and who's behind all this. So this is very mysterious. And right now Michael is in this old office where he got occasion to meet a man who is coming to take this briefcase because Michael is very careful working on his missions. We cannot be captured or left this evidence anywhere and cannot hand over to those wrong people because within this briefcase there is photographs of some evidence and also a tracker which could help track down this reporter guy. So we need to be very careful. So I don't think anybody is here. So it's not worth. So what I'm gonna do is give a phone call to Savvy, and if she is seeing someone, then we're gonna stay here, or whatever her next instruction, we're gonna follow that. Like I thought so, nobody else gonna come here, but the time was very accurate and this guy is not gonna take any chances, so I'm gonna deliver this briefcase directly to Savvy and she is going to check down on her server whatever the information here, and that's how this is going to be done for now. So we are not going to deliver this briefcase here, but I know there is secret hideout where this small group of people is working on this case very secretly, and CIA guys give them approval also to Michael because this case is just getting very interesting and also very complicated. There is high pressure coming from governors to solve this case as soon as possible because a lot of people is leaving the city and this is not good for the system, this business, and all those import export, a lot of things is getting up and down, so we need to maintain and keep the balance. I think I need to get some road where I can distract if somebody is behind Michael stalking, so because I don't want to take any risk. Sabi, she is real genius, one of the best hacker and very intelligent woman and CIA agent. But there is also another woman. She is also best hacker and very well planner. She is Anna Crest. Yeah, you guys heard right. She is Lester's daughter and living underworld. She has been hiding because Anna is on Lester bloodline, but she is hiding in underworld and Lester doesn't know about her, but she does. He once lived with Maria, used to be Lester long old friend. This is about a long time ago. She is just like her father. She is a very expert doing all this tech stuff. So FIB believes that one day that she is going to meet Michael, and that's why those guys put a tracker inside Michael. So the scene is about Anna is that one day Anna hacked the highly classified files and tried to sell in the black market, but during the deal, FIB agent caught her red-handed and she somehow managed to escape and left files inside the car, but FIB believes that she got a copy of those files and maybe this is why Michael is being tracked by FIB.
Let me at that sweet back door. Sick ride.
You gotta try the paleo diet. Get involved.
So we are already here and I think you guys are familiar with this place, and if you do so, please let me know in comment section. So let's just deliver this briefcase. I like this place because this is one of the best hideout in Los Santos, and to work on this case as this place is got a distance from the main door and there is locker here. If somebody is stalking Michael or try to stalk this place, then this guy is going to be know this. So this is Mac, one of the best trainee in Los Santos, and he once saved Michael's life. So we're gonna talk about this guy later, but first of all, let's deliver this briefcase to Savvy, and there she
I'm
is.
starting a new raw diet this week.
Ah, nuts.
So we got another small task to deliver this gun case. This is specially designed from Savvy, and Michael is going to deliver this gun case to a secret agent staying somewhere in hotel, and Michael's job is to deliver this briefcase to that agent. Mac and that secret agent is going to into shipment tonight in a dock where there is a huge shipment is coming, and believe that CIA believes that there is high-tech weapons and a lot of money and illegal stuff is going to happen. So those guys is going to track down and capture all the photographs, whatever the evidence they get from. I'm here to check out if somebody is stalking Michael, so we gotta be very careful, like the informer said. So I'm not gonna take any risk.
What's
We gotta be
happening?
very careful, guys, because this is very serious matter, and this case is very important for Michael. He cannot lose this. Every step is going to pay for the price, so we need to open our eyes and look around what's actually happening. I think I might to stop and let's give a small roaming here. I want to check if somebody is behind him or not, so let's just give a fake walk here, trying to act like Bill is about to be here. So this is going to look good for if there is some stalker behind him, but we're gonna get him, or this is going to be a real fool for those guys. So checking is very important. And like Savvy said that Michael is in real danger, and he is also very terrified because he doesn't carry a gun, and his family is also their number one target, so we cannot take any chances. We actually cannot go after this stalker because we don't know who are they and how they Michael be able to track down those guys, because we didn't see anybody and there is no evidence, real evidence to get their hands on those guys. So like Michael was terrified about this some kind of ghost, so chasing shadow or ghost is giving a real dead end. So I think nobody is stalking Michael, so let's drive to the hotel and deliver this gun case. But we need to remember one thing: we cannot break any traffic rules, because we might be seen by somebody if there is crossing all these traffic rules is not a good idea. So I'm gonna stay low and try not to make noise doing all this stuff, racing and taking over these cars is not a good idea. So staying low is a chance to be unseen from those guys, because nobody's seen who are they. It's gotta be very careful. I think I've been there before only once, so if that place is what I'm thinking, like the Savvy said, so let's check this out. If not, then I'm gonna call Savvy and I'm gonna tell her to send the real location of that secret agent in Michael's phone, and then we're gonna be there soon. I don't know why everybody seems suspect to me, because maybe it just seems like there is always vehicle falling behind us. Seems like somebody is just talking, but maybe Michael is confused and he is not sure about this. So, but we gotta keep our eyes open and looking around what's happening. It's our job. So I'm going to take a right from here and left turn from here. Maybe this is the place, guys. And yeah, I think this is the place. So let's. I'm gonna park my car here. What if somebody is inside this car is a stalker? So let's go behind him, her. It's actually a woman, so let's go behind her and I'm gonna ask her something. If she's the stalker, then it's gonna be easy for Michael to recognize, because there is also Scotter with Michael and he is guarding everything around him. So this is going to be a good way to find things. Oh hell no, that was not her. She just came here to meet her man. Anyway, I think there is the hotel in the street, and maybe this is the place where that secret agent is hiding. And like I said, Mac and this secret agent is prepared for tonight, and CIA guys is always busy on doing something, big missions, and Michael is just being a small part of all this. So this is the hotel. This is a beautiful place to me, and Michael was planning to start a real estate business, and I think he needs a lot of money, a good location, and builders. We need all of that stuff to get started working on this real estate. But for now, our job is to just close this case as soon as possible. So this is the room, guys. Wait, what? You guys thinking what I'm thinking? Uh-huh.
A few moments later.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Push-ups, and he is well prepared. He got a highly tech weapon, rifle, and then I think there is going to be something tonight. I hope this guy is not about to start shooting. Shooting needs real permission from higher officers, so this is not going to just you get into the site and start shooting. This is not how things work, because secret is meant to everything properly, not gonna take any risk, and shooting is not a good idea for this type of mission, because those guys are just going to take photographs and track down this guy's shipment. Because there is a small theory, a kind of myth about this shipment, is that ship is whenever going into sea, suddenly they believe that sea is just got disappeared and nobody knows where actually that ship went. So that's why this is a specially designed tracker and going to put into that ship, so those guys is going to track what's actually happening. So is this the stalker? This fat man? No, I don't think so. Maybe, who knows? So I'm just checking here, and let's get back to Savvy. I hope she's already done her work. She is very professional, and Michael's rely on her totally, because he cannot solve this mission all by himself. but Michael is thinking to create another plan, including Anna, Lester's daughter, but I don't know where she is, and Michael has no idea how to approach Anna. So we is thinking about this. So we need a lot of research before getting into this, but he definitely need help from Anna. What's wrong with this car? Are we good? Yeah, we good. So let's get back to Savvy, and I'm gonna still open my eyes and keep looking around what's happening, because I definitely wanna know who's behind all this and why they keep chasing Michael. There must be a reason, and everything happened for a reason. So I really wanna know what's happening and who are they, what they want from Michael. There's so much traffic during this night. I don't know why this guy is out here, because nighttime is the
Oh shit!
where all those illegal dark stuff start happen. So that's why I think those guys are, I'm not sure.
You still owe me a drink. Hey!
Coming and going from the same road is not a good idea. That's why I'm just taking all the turns to just follow the current rule of Michael and try to not be seen by those stalkers.
Hey, let's meet up next.
So we are here already again, and let's check this out. What's Savvy found, and Michael is going after this news reporter guy, and this guy is going to meet Michael personally because he knows Michael's real story, and this reporter guy also knows that there is people involved in CIA, FIB, in police, and that's why maybe he's afraid to come out after I try to expose. And we want to know what actually happened, what he already got. So Michael is only hope, and Michael is the only person can be trusted for that reporter guy. So we need to take him as soon as possible. So there is something happening here. I see weapon carrots here, and Savvy is talking to Mac. So what these guys are talking about, let's hear this out. I already heard about the shipment and tonight mission, but what else? Oh, no way. Is that serious? But Michael is being a field worker, and he is kind of leader working on this case, because this is not just about the case. Michael is also trying to get his hands on who's behind him and what's actually happening with him, those things seen by Michael, and why those guys is after his family, why he's being treated. So Savvy said that Michael has to go to Sandy Source because there is another mysterious murder, and Chief Hopper personally called Savvy to send Michael there, and he need to take a look around those area because Michael used to be one of the biggest criminal and working with CIA, and all this case is because those guys want to solve this case in Michael's way and how the criminals used to think. So I'm checking this once again, like nobody's here, so we are clean. So we are going to Sandy Source. We got another case in our hand, so this is going to be a very long night tonight. If there is something this CIA guy is hiding from Michael and why they involve Michael is a real question to me, and why there is another dead body in Sandy Source, but and why this is getting more interesting in a bad way. So I'm not gonna so predictive about this. I'm gonna and just follow these traffic rules, and I'm gonna go to the site and see myself what the heck is actually happening. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a stalker? Why he has to come in this way? What we gotta do? Is he a stalker? I don't know. It's better to get out of here, and am I being followed? What the heck is happening right now? I don't think so. This is a coincidence, guys. Michael is being stalked or not? So no, I don't think so. Then who the hell was that guy? He just suddenly come here from nowhere. And wait a minute, I think there is a stalker, guys. That informer guy was right. Look at that. There's somebody is just step out of the vehicle and he just stopped. I think we are being tracked down. So this is very serious matter, and we need this Anna right now. But I don't know. I don't have her number, but I'm gonna do something about this. Michael doesn't have a Frank and Trevor anymore, so he is all alone. That's why he is very afraid. Wait a minute. Is this a stalker on a bike? Everybody seems to me like suspect, like a stalker, and this is actually being pictured in Michael's mind, and he is very terrified. So do I. So I'm just being extra careful. This actually seems to me maniac, but that's the only way to stay alert, guys. We gotta be very careful. We are the number one target of this unknown criminals. Whoever mastermind behind all this needs to be stopped, but Michael is going to get his hands on those guys, and once Michael get back on his power, then those guys is going to be done forever. But this is not the time, and I'm sure there will be time where Michael Trevor will come along together once again. I'm gonna stop all these criminals once and forever. So this will be one last ride for these guys, and they're gonna do everything, and they're gonna change the whole system once again, and this Los Santos is going to be better than ever. And a lot of those people who left Santos will come again, because Los Santos is the place they got a real home, so they cannot be scared and run away. That's not gonna happen no matter what it takes. Michael is going to stop these guys. So I'm on my way to Sandy Source, and I have no idea what the heck just happened there. And like Savvy said that there is some dead bodies and one is very surprising, and that's what got me. That's what I'm thinking about. What is that? Because Michael is somewhere afraid that maybe that body is from his family, so he's a little bit scared about this. So we need to see this on site and cannot be sure right now. This is a very long night. Horrible tale of Michael's, one of the horrible night he might ever been or suffer, and this is very frustrating, guys. So I don't know how to solve this because he got no real evidence, just a piece of information, and papers doesn't work every time at all. We need real evidence, so I'm gonna take a ride from here. We are already in Sandy Source, and Michael is a little bit more scared as soon he's getting closer to the site because he believes that maybe one of his family is being dead. This is very sad. I don't know what's actually happened with Michael's life. Suddenly everything just disappeared and destroyed, and he is still working on this. So this is stalker. I think I'm thinking too much, just like Michael, because we got the same brain for now. So is this a place? No, this is not. I think I heard police sirens, maybe. Yeah, I see one of them. So we are on the side, guys. I think I'm gonna park my car here. So this is the place where this crime is being committed. This is actually a beautiful beach, one of the best new beach in Sandy Shores. So this is actually public spot. I don't understand how those guys committed a crime here, because there is always policemen giving patrol here. There are a lot of locals roaming around here, drinking, having fun with women, smoking. So how they manage to commit those crimes, that's a real question. We're gonna find this out soon. Oh no way, what the heck? This is David Mack, one of the baddest LAPD, and that guy used to chase Michael a lot, and his dream is to put Michael behind the bars in prison, and he tried his best to send Michael in prison, but here we are, and this is, I think, his case, and we gonna might be work together. So this is not bad. There is a history about this between Michael and David Mike. We're gonna talk about this later on. So first of all, hear this out what's happened here. We gotta be focused on case instead of this person. Somewhere I believe that this guy is maybe part of being all this happen. We are not sure, but this is the least person Michael could ever trust. Let's get a permission from this. I think, like he said, that he need to go straight there, and he would be surprised to see another dead bodies. I actually wondering what it is. What's going on here? What is that? Holy shit. There is somebody's hanging up there. Oh my god. I cannot believe this one. Let's talk to this guys and let's hear what this guy is talking about. What actually happened here. I feel sorry for this poor lady. She became victim and had a painful death. But whoever done this going to pay price for this, because this is not the way you could do um, or commit crimes to this innocent people, innocent souls. This is not the right way to do this. Okay, now I understand everything what happened with her, and there is 2 more dead bodies near the ambulance. We will check this later, but first of all, Hopper gave Michael task that he must explore the whole area and get a report what he sees and how crimes were committed. If Michael was being part of this crime, I think this is why Michael is being involved in all this type of cases. So let's get on the board first of all. So Michael got another task to explore the whole area, even though those forensic team already inspected the whole area. They got a lot of evidence, but during this night time, we cannot see everything clearly, so I'm just gonna take a look from far and we're gonna come back here during the day or in the morning, and we're gonna collect more evidence from here if there is available. This is an old factory, I think, and this is abandoned, I guess, and closed. Oh no, that was a bad jump. Oh, wait a minute. I cannot get inside this because door is jammed. So what I'm doing here, there is no way. Let's get back to the port again. This water is very cold. You can feel his body sensation. It's trying to do a warm-up because this water is very cold. This weather is also very cold. It's better let's get back on the boat as soon as possible. So I'm gonna inspect the whole area around this beach and whatever the place is to this beach to create this report, what Michael sees and what possible ways how this crime is committed. We need to take a closer look on the sites. So what we got here, so there is some site to the left and the right, and I see there is another on the straight one. So oh, wait a minute, I think I'm seeing somebody. Can you guys see it too? I think there's somebody standing there. It's so black. That guy just disappeared. Oh my god. What the heck was that? Does Michael start seeing things? What the heck was that? I definitely saw somebody was standing there in a black clothes. The body was fully covered from black clothes and he just suddenly disappeared. I'm so shocked right now. Should I go in there because I'm a little bit of scared and because Michael doesn't carry a gun. So let's check this out. What actually was there? I think Michael's seen things because I don't think the ghost is actually exist here. So we're gonna check this out if there was somebody there or just a shadow. Maybe because there is too dark here and we cannot see things clearly by our naked eye. So I'm a little bit confused. But I'm sure there was somebody standing there. I don't know what the heck was that. No, this is creepy, but I don't think so that Michael is fallen by some kind of ghost or, you know, ritual things. I don't think so. He was standing right here, but I see nobody. Maybe there was too dark here, but there is a street light here, so I don't think so there is too dark. I was 100% sure there was somebody standing there and suddenly just got disappeared right after Michael had eyes on him, her, whoever that was. He was standing right here, guys. How does he got disappear? Did he just jump into the water and run away? I don't think so. How about I'm gonna check to this here? Maybe if there was somebody and they just suddenly jumped into water. So I'm gonna check this out. I got a better idea. How about turn on the flashlight because it's dark out here. So using flashlight is a good idea. So hello, if somebody is hiding there, please come out. You don't have to do this. Please cooperate with us. We're not gonna harm you. He is a little bit scared and trying to act like Michael is not alone, like he's fearless. If somebody is hiding here, guys, please come out. You don't have to hide. He is working with police, so don't be afraid. If somebody is hiding out here, please come out. None. Like there is nobody. Michael is just I'm just hearing myself or seeing things. I guess that was very horrible moment for seconds, but let's I'm gonna spare the whole area if somebody is hiding here. Maybe those criminals are still here because this is the nearest dock kind of old boat houses. So maybe those guys are still in there after committing crimes. There is a court says in the police that right after the crime happened, there is always somebody hiding near areas because they are watching you that if they are caught or not. So I'm gonna use the flashlight because it's really too dark here. So starting from this old boathouse, and I'm gonna inspect the whole area, what is happening, if somebody is hiding here or not. So let's get in there. It's too dark here, guys. I can see things clearly, so just keep going and looking for. There might be somebody out here, so I'm gonna give wait a minute. I think there is a bonfire. Start a bonfire in the middle of the night here. Maybe because this is a cold weather and season, so there is some locals here. Yeah, there is some locals here hanging out because it is a winter season and this guy is enjoying the heat, getting warm, drinking, smoking, and this is their place to stay, hide out some kind of things. So let's ask those guys if they seen somebody here. No, this guys just came here right before Michael got here, so they didn't see anybody's come here. I don't think so. If there was somebody standing there and just run over to these guys, they must be seeing something, but those guys is drunk and busy in their own world, so those guys is not aware about anybody is being here. But I'm gonna continue, turn on the flashlight and inspect this whole area, find something suspective, then he is going to call the police on maybe David, and those guys is going to bring the backup, so we don't have to worry about this, because I don't think there is any ghost out there. Only thing Michael is afraid of this stalker, and he is going into these places and he doesn't carry any gun, so this could be a little bit of dangerous for him. So can I get inside here? And this seems to be a closed boathouse, but let's just keep going and search this whole area. I believe so somebody is there hiding and we need to find this out anyhow. Can you see, guys, this place is so quiet, like nobody is living here. Maybe because of this, during the night time this place is so quiet, I can hear things from far, and this giving me a little bit of more creepy. Maybe Michael is being alone searching. This seems like the whole place is being abandoned, like nobody ever lived here or used to live, and now they all gone. So this could be a huge place for hideout of these criminals. So I must be think like there is somebody's hiding here. So let's keep searching. What the heck is that? Is that a boat, or maybe seems to me like a vehicle, but hiding under those covers? We will check this out later. First of all, let's keep searching, and I'm not gonna stop until I find something. If not, then we're gonna go back to the beach again. We're gonna contact to David Mack once again. I don't think anybody is here. There is a little troll here. It's abandoned. No one is here. See that beach from here. So how those guys are committed those crime, because this is the whole area is so wide open, so escaping is very easy. But the real question is how those bodies came there, how they managed to committed those crime. Hanging up that body is not easy. This takes a lot of time, and there might be locals who must seen something, but this is happening the way nobody's believed. So we already done our research here. There is some left, so I'm going to straight to that boathouse, then we're going to up there, and if there is more, then we're going to take a look on the top of this place, and then we're going to back to that beach. I like hanging out in quiet place, but this is too much for me. I don't even hear any voice, and if somebody is hiding, gotta be very clever, so quietly doing this stuff, guys. So I think there is a boat factory here, so I might take a look inside here. I might find something. Oh, wait a minute, I hear something. Oh, wait a minute. There is somebody here. So there is a huge boat machine here, and that guy is about repairing or something. Maybe he is the criminal. What the heck? That fat guy is doing a job in the middle of the night welding. So this is the boat engine, guys. He's working on some kind of repair, and he got a big deal working on. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna come back with David. I'm gonna take a look to this engine, because why this engine is being repaired here, because there is an ongoing shipment in Los Santos, and if this engine or this worker is being linked somehow with this case, then this gotta be good for Michael. Collecting all the evidence is what his best he can do right now. So we found somebody, but he was a old man worker repairing boat engine, so we are not sure about this one. Wait a minute, I think somebody is screaming. I think I heard a woman voice. Wait a minute, that was coming from close. There is nobody here. I'm sure I heard somebody screaming, and there was like a female to me, so nobody's here. There is somebody's dead or something. She's just got shot or maybe stabbed from, because I didn't hear any gunshot. So this is gotta be a real emergency here. I'm gonna go call the police right now, and those guys is going to inspect the whole area, take the cover of this place. So I'm going to give a call to the nearest police available during the highway track, because there is always policeman on patrol in highway. So whoever nearest gonna come to this place on this side. First of all, I'm going to take another look, because somebody is just killed a woman and he might be still here. So I'm gonna check this out. Like somebody just stabbed her and run away from nowhere. I didn't see anybody here. Let's get on the top. Maybe somebody is still on the top. This is the weirdest things happening with Michael, and he is scared, but somehow I'll keep working on this. So let's take a look from this area. How the heck she died, bro? Who just stabbed her? Oh, I get it. Maybe there is a stalker going after Michael, and maybe she saw that stalker and he just stabbed her because she might saw his face. So that's why maybe she got killed. This is getting more and more interesting in a bad way. So I'm not going down here unless the police arrive here, because they got a gun. Michael doesn't have it. So here we go. Police is already on the side, guys. So after those men is going to stop on the side, then I'm going down, because if those guys is start shooting there, then Michael is going to be killed tonight. This is not what I want. wait here for a moment unless everything seems to be clean. I'm gonna leave this to those guys because this is not Michael's case. He is not a real cop, so he's just working on the side and collecting all this evidence. He is also restricted and cannot take any action without officer permissions, so just gotta be very careful and do not take any chances to ruin this case. And this is the last chance Michael could get over from his allegations. Calling the backup, so we gotta be wait, and the body is still there, so this is a real deal. Wait, I'm coming. Oh no. So I think policeman is going to get the report from Michael, whatever he saw, whatever happened. So I'm going to give a report this guys, and then we're gonna leave this to him and wait for the backup. Okay, this is not Michael's job, but even though he's working and being part of this job, police guy is saying that he is going to take this from here, so our job is done. We already called the police and those guys bringing the backup, and ambulance is coming on their way. He able to come as soon as possible because he was in near highway, and as soon as Michael called the police, and he was the only person on the near side, so he just came here. So now he's going to take from here, so we're going back to that and we're gonna continue working on this case. We got another little bit of mystery here, and this place is real creepy, and I'm gonna come with the David and along with other policemen to search this whole area once again. And I got to see that shift engine once again. I'm gonna meet that old man, what the heck he was doing during the middle of the night, even nobody is staying here. I still suspect to this what is inside this cover. I cannot judge because Michael is not wearing gloves and he doesn't want to leave his fingerprint behind, even though he's just got a footprints. That is enough because he is working with police and informed those guys already, so this is not risk for Michael. He doesn't want to remove or erase any of the fingerprints, so we gotta be careful about this. So our task is done here, so I'm getting back to boat and going to beach once again. But before that, I'm gonna take another look to this nearest boathouse here. We see a lot of things here, and I am still happy because there was somebody standing before we got here. Maybe there was some kind of warning. After that, there is a woman killed, and I see nobody is. So there was a warning. I think that appearance of that person is actually kind of warning, and right after that, there is innocent being killed. So this is not a good. I don't think so. Hopper is going to be happy about this, but Michael is going to give all the support to Hopper, and maybe he already got it because he is the chief Sandy source, and there is a sheriff already on the side of this woman's murder. So I think those guys is already so Chief Hopper already know about this, so I don't think so hiding is a good idea. As guys you can see, this is a whole area is wide open, so running away is very easy. But the real question is how those guys committed this crime. I am not after these guys how they managed to escape. I'm about to find out how they bring out their bodies and how they managed to hang up that human body, because why nobody is seeing that happen. So this is a long breach, and there is a passway from here, so I'm not going from there. Then this is going to take a lot from here. This night is already long night, a long day for my head, and he is very frustrated. He needs to take some rest, but he is on a mission and he is not allowed to do this. So this is the main area of this beach where all those locals is spending their vacation with their family and all this stuff. So we already done our research here. Board the house, and I'm going back to my car. We'll be taking David with Michael, and maybe I think that is a good idea to get inside the every house of the Sandy souls. If those criminals is still hiding, then David got the gun already, and Michael is going to get this too. There is a little bit of more spot here, but nobody is there. So if Michael get a gun, then we are ready to start our search here with the warrant, because David is a police real cop and he got the warrants already, so we are not afraid about this. Let's get out of the boat. That was a hell of the night, hell of the moment, and that person that give the appearance is a real warning and kind of sign. Michael not gonna ignore. We need to talk about this to some professional. I think David knows somebody in this church and we're going after this. So first of all, let's go back to David. That was very creepy, guys. What the heck this two jerk is doing inside this pool? Let's talk to these guys, and if this seen somebody something, so this could be a good lead for
I
our
think my mom's
case.
boyfriend is lifting my Tina. If I catch him, I'm fucking killing everyone in this town.
Yeah, you sure do talk some shit.
I can't find where they moved the goddamn chronic factory to.
I don't give a damn.
Oh no. So this two jerks saying that he was working with those criminals, and right now
that
they
toilet
are
cleaner's got me real
peacefully
messed up.
drinking their beer
I hate-
like nothing happened. So I'm gonna take this jerk on those side those guys were working with. So this is going to be a big lead. On this case, I'm going to check out this whole area and what actually happened. Like this guys is mentioned that they were highly paid working with those guys, but they were wear masks so nobody see their faces. So this could be a bad news for Michael, because we need real identity to run this on FIB server, because there is always list of criminals inside their server, so we need a real face to start the research. So first of all, whoever this car is, we don't care. I'm gonna take this jerk with me. We are going to another site, and this case is getting more interested now in a good way. I like how this case is being more open, and I'm curious about this result and whatever gonna happen. Where this guy is taking me. That place seems to be very far from beach, so how those guys are involved with those criminals. I hope so this guy is not wasting Michael's time, because somehow I feels like these guys got paid to distract any policemen or maybe to Michael. So those criminals can easily escape from this place, but I don't think so. This is a good idea. I heard their story and I'm trying to believe in these guys. So I think we are here on the side. So this is chemical factory, I guess. Why we are here? I don't understand. Let's talk to these guys. What about this place? So this is the place where these two guys brought here and got instruction how and what to do next, and those guys are locals of this sandy source. They got almost like $70,000 this to jerk, and that's how those guys is ready to work with this criminal, but those guys doesn't know that. Like these people say that they were wearing mask and a doctor coat, so seems like they are a factory worker or maybe some kind of doctor maybe, because this murder is being well planned. So I believe that there is somebody from forensic team who is very expert dealing with this dead bodies, leaving no fingerprints. So like this guy said that there was one of the doctor working with these guys, giving them instruction, kind of a leader to them. So I think it seems to me like a doctor. So what next? Okay, so after this they followed the instruction and they went straight to the top of a mountain here, and those guys got a big flashlight, and what those guys are doing with the flashlight is that they were turning it out this flashlight 3 times. So these guys were giving them a signal from here, and I'm going to get on the top and see if that is actually true, because I don't understand. Feels like this is kind of a real story, but like a man-made to distract policemen or Michael. So I need to check this and see it by myself. So we're gonna confirm this before believing this two jerk story. Why this guy is still cooperating with Michael? They could run away, and those guys were peacefully drinking beer in a pool. So this is the reason why I don't trust these guys. Maybe they just got paid to distract Michael. For now, I believe this, but we need to check this area and along with another side to be sure about this before getting to any conclusion, because this case is very sensitive and Michael is seeing things like nobody's seeing. So we gotta be very careful and gotta be serious about this. So this is the top of this place, and those two jerk gave 3 times a flashlight from here, and I think so during the night it is easy to see those lights, like you can see those vehicles headlights. So I think so this could be seen easily, but I think those guys are smart enough. They use binoculars, and after receiving those signals what those guys were doing. So I'm trying to link all this story into a real evidence. So far so good, we just got this. So there is 2 more sites left. After giving the signal, those guys deliver some huge boxes to that transformer where all this electricity is being produced for Sandy source. And now this jerk is saying that almost like a 20-minute there was whole blackout of Sandy source. And now I understand how those guys easily committed those crime, putting those dead bodies, especially the hanging one. So after there is a whole blackout, those guys easily managed to set those bodies and managed to escape. So I'm gonna give a call to Chief Hopper to confirm about this blackout, if this is real or not. Those police working in Sandy Source are very lazy, and as per reports, those guys always sleepy during the night. So I don't know if somebody's seen or feel that, because there is a 24/7 generator, a backup kind of electricity always in there. So I'm not sure if those guys is aware of this blackout. How I'm gonna find this? So after getting to this transformers, I'm going to talk about this blackouts to some locals around the area, because I don't believe these 2 jerks. We need to be sure about this. So I don't think so everybody is going to lie about this blackout, because Michael is not giving everybody money, so they're not gonna lie for free. Why this case is very complicated, has no good lead, and just chasing the stuff like a dead end, like chasing shadow, and we have no real evidence. I don't know what I'm going to do about this, how this case is going to be solved, but we got a dead bodies, and those bodies going to into forensic team into lab, and after that body is being recognized, then we're gonna come to a conclusion what actually happened. So wait, we are already here. So this is the site, guys. This is the place where all those electricity is being produced and spread all over those sandy source. I'm just going to take a small look here, because we cannot do anything about this. This is a restricted area, and I don't want to get shot from this kind of electricity, because I don't know if this is still working or not. So without any proper knowledge, it is not a good idea to get inside. But I see a vehicle over there, and there is some locals, so I'm gonna talk to these guys about this code.
Drunk idiot!
This place is like a racetrack, and this guy is doing illegal racing and hanging out. So this is true. There was a
Government in this state
blackout
is
for
fucked.
like
What the
20-25
hell
minutes. So now I think those guys is lying about this story.
You cool?
Another place from here there is like this jerk said that they saw somebody is being there in a vehicle for like 50 minutes. So let's check out this and hope that guy is still there. Maybe he was one of the criminals spreading all over sandy source and looking for Michael. So I'm going to take a little bit more far from here and taking these 2 victims with me, because we need these 2 victims to be alive. After that I'm gonna take these 2 victims to police custody, and those guys is going to handle them. This is the place, guys, where vehicle is being parked, and there was a guy sitting inside the car and smoking almost like a 50-minute, like that man said, but nobody is here. So am I being fooled or what? That man is already escaped. Lester's daughter Anna, because she is the only person can take this tracker from Michael's body, because wherever he goes, those criminal is coming after him, and that's how those guys is stalking Michael. So we need to first of all remove this tracker, and then be able to solve this case, because there is no way, he can do this without letting those guys know. So we are somewhere here. So this is the place. I think I didn't see that coming. So this is the place. I don't think so those guys are still hiding inside here, but I'm not going inside because Michael doesn't carry gun, and this is not a good idea. I'm just going to take a look. This is the last shot, guys, where these two jerks got paid and got beer bottles, so they're gonna have fun, and they got instructed that this two is going straight to that beach and take a look after what's happening, and then these two guys is coming back here later on before Michael got him. So he was instructed that after all this happened, these guys is coming to this place once again and give all the reports along with photographs, because they just spared this type of locals here, and that's how they are able to gathering all the information. So like this guy said that boat is running from here and it went straight to that beach, and I think those three bodies is delivered from this house, and that's how after getting signal from top of a mountain, and this guy is able to manage all this stuff very well. And this is the place, guys, where those dead bodies is from here. So I'm going to bring David with me, but first of all we need to take these two victims in police station alive before anybody started shooting at us. So I'm going straight to David, and let's give him all the information. Then I'm gonna follow the next instruction coming from him or the hopper. Whatever going to happen next, we will deal with this. This is very well planned, guys. I give you that. This is very well planned case and very complicated. Whoever behind all this is very mastermind, and why those guys is after Michael, because he is nothing to do with this, and maybe there is Michael's enemy from past life. This could be one reason why Michael is being part of this, or there is some random ghost appears from nowhere and giving Michael's warning before any dead bodies. So this is not small things. These things cannot be ignored, so we need to take a look on this, who that guy is giving the appearance, and right after his appearance there is dead bodies. Like I said this in earlier of this video, Michael is seeing things like a ghost. Somebody is giving him a warning and appearance and suddenly disappears. So this is the real proof, guys. We seen this, you guys seen this already. So I'm gonna give this report to Mac. Okay, Mac is ready to come with us, and he said that this is not a good place to talk about. He is taking us to a safe place, and there he is going to explain that everything happened tonight. So we all guys are going together. safe place where these guys could be safe all night long, because night is very dangerous. And I'm leaving Michael's car here. This will be delivered later to Michael, so we don't have to worry about this. Let's get straight to the safe place, and I'm gonna explain everything to David. I don't think so this is the man Michael should talk about his feelings, whatever he's going through. He's not the right guy, because he used to be one of the biggest enemy of Michael, but somehow these guys is act like they're good together. So train is on the way. Cross this track, even though that guy did. We are working with the police, and David is one of the biggest enemy of Michael, so if we cross all this law, then he is going to give the ways to CIA. What the heck?